get back to like South Florida, like being like pretty much like a pipeline now. Like you're not just seeing artists from Dade, like you seeing artists from Broward and Palm Beach, and you interviewed a lot of them too. So how does it feel like to see like the whole Tri County like just coming together and just just blowing up as like a whole, like from Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach.
It's honestly it's beautiful because I also like remember even in high school there was always that like Dade Broward beef shit.
Yeah.
So like it's good to see it being embraced as South Florida and not just like Broward and not just Miami and just calling it South Florida makes it bigger because also what I've like realized from moving to LA is like LA is a big ass fucking county. Like
huge.
LA is the size of Broward, Miami, and Palm Beach like combined. So it's dope to see like a South Florida thing happen.
Yeah, cause I remember. Yeah, cause like when we was in high school, like we used to always be like, man, Broward and Palm Beach, they ain't really nothing like that. But now as you get older, and you start seeing a lot of talent, so a lot of them coming up from Broward and Palm Beach, and especially Palm Beach, because Palm Beach always get left out for some reason. But
no, Palm Beach definitely has a bunch of talent, on like all aspects of it too, because they have like the street rappers, and then they have like the quote unquote underground kids, like somebody like a Little Toe or somebody like a Snot, or like a Wetback Manny. But like, so they got the street dudes, and then they also have like the underground dudes, like the dudes I was mentioning.
Yeah, like even with what's her name? What's the girl name? The Cash Me Out girl. I didn't even know she was from here. I didn't know she was from Boynton Beach.
Yeah, I didn't know she was from here either, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like she. Well, and then when you think about it, like she do have the Florida traits, So
yeah, absolutely. I wish she would just put on for Florida a little more, because she's from here, but she doesn't put on for Florida like she could be, because she's like a fucking beacon, like if she just started saying Florida a little bit more, like people would like start to look at Florida a little differently,
Yeah, they would, because I think I seen an interview she did a while ago. It was one of them question interviews, and I think she said it. She was like, "Yeah, I'm from Boynton Beach, Florida," or something like that. She shouted it out like with pride, but like you said, like she need to do that more often, because you see it from everybody else from Florida. They represent, wherever they from Florida, they represent,
Yeah.
So I know this is a tough question. I like to ask people this, but for you, I know this is gonna be real tough because you interview, majority of them, but especially in this era. But overall, who's in your top? I guess I don't even want to say a number, but who's in your top list as far as like rappers coming out of Florida?
As far as rappers coming out of Florida, like right now coming out?
Yeah, like we could do today.
Today?
Yeah.
Like that haven't really popped yet that I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Or that I like. Damn, it's gonna be fucked up because I know I'm gonna miss somebody, and they'll be like, "Damn, you really didn't say my name." I'm gonna get on a phone call with him later. But no, somebody I was talking to today actually that I really, really fuck with his music, and he's like on the come up, and I've been fucking with him for a while. Is this dude named Baby G? I don't know if you ever heard of him or if you're familiar, but if you're not, you should definitely check him out. He's from Broward. This other kid, Anonymous. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's super, super dope. I fuck with his shit heavy. He's on the come up right now too.
Where he from?
He's from Broward also.
Okay.
This dude's kind of already like big, and he's got like super dope shit. But he's about to drop a project. I think he's gonna like really fucking make crazy waves. Is 12 and I'm sure you know 12.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I tried to 12, and I think I supposed to have them on my show. I'm trying to remember, but it's a lot of them. It's 12.
Yeah. But I would say those three off, like just literally off the top of my head. I mean, all time though, Florida's is like obviously is like X. Iceberg. When I interviewed Iceberg, that was such a crazy moment for me, and like it's funny because it was happening around the same time I did all those other interviews, and like that's the interview that all my homies were like so hyped on. Like all my homies text me when they saw the picture and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck? You interviewed Iceberg?" So that shit was crazy. Like that was such a moment for me.
How was that to interview Iceberg? You know, at the time he was really, really hot, and to this day, you know, I tell people all the time.
He's just like he's a legend. Like
when you
talk about legends in Florida, like he is a fucking legend. Like I don't know, it was honestly like he's really. It's crazy that he doesn't get as much attention as he deserves, but he's really like Florida's Nipsey. Like he's at least South Florida's like Nipsey Hussle for sure.
Yeah.
Like absolutely. But that shit was insane, bro. Like it's like this dude that I like used to bang his music in high school, just like every morning on the way to school, like at parties and shit. Like it was unreal. Like that was one of those like whoa moments. Because like even when I interviewed Pump and Perp and X and them, like it was. They still hadn't like blown up or anything. Like I was listening to the music, but it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't like that was the one interview that I did that I was like, holy shit! Like I can't believe like I'm interviewing fucking Iceberg right now.
Yeah, because you listen to all his singles, his mixtapes, his albums that he had so far. So like it's like
I grew up to his shit. You know?
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, like the same, like that's why I be saying like Iceberg to me is like our version of like a Nipsey or Currency. Well, I like to say that about Press P. Press P is more like our Currency, and and also like I don't know if you ever heard of Pastor Troy, but Iceberg.
Yeah, I have heard of Pastor Troy.
Yeah, Iceberg to me is kind of like a Nipsey / Pastor Troy, because like you know Pastor Troy, like he's an Atlanta legend, but a lot of people wouldn't know. You feel me? So it's like Iceberg is like at that pinnacle where he's like. He's a legend, you know. He even may not even consider himself a legend, but he's a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And one of the last questions is, where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
Shit. I always have trouble with these questions because I really have like I don't really have a real good plan, to be honest with you. I kind of take shit like day by day.
I feel you.
I'm very much a like in the moment person. But really and truly, I'm starting to get more vision from like this Oxford shit that I'm doing. I'm about to take it on tour and shit. So I mean, hopefully, fucking like Oxford's. I'll be like producing like an Oxford's TV show, you know, where we just like go around the country and just like give people an opportunity to fucking play their music. And maybe I'm just producing that, and maybe if it's not on like network television, it's on like it's streaming somewhere or some shit. You know what I mean?
I meant to ask you that. What exactly is the Oxfords? Like, how does that work? Because I seen it on your page.
So so basically, it's an event. I mean, I'm not even gonna say it because I feel like it might almost ruin it. But basically, you just pull up. You know, you write your name down on the list. You wait for your name to be called, and you get to perform a song, and then you get feedback / constructive criticism from like a panel of people that I've selected that are like in the music industry, you know, or have industry connections or yada yada. And then basically after the show, I'll pick like the best songs, make a playlist. You know, the top 10 songs get added to a playlist. The top 10 songs on the playlist get added to the station. And you know, we're just trying to figure out ways to like get more creative with the prizes. Like we've given away like music videos in the past. We're just trying to really like with the Oxfords, it's really like a community building experience. It's like all these kids are making music and they don't really have. Maybe they do have fans, maybe they don't have fans, and it's just like bringing a bunch of those kids together in the same room and really like building like a scene. You know, like building the community that you know, because you put your name down on the list, there's like 100 other kids there, you know, waiting to perform. So there's a crowd of people on top of the panelists of people that give you feedback. So it's just like an opportunity to like network and connect and just get heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that idea. Like it's dope. Like it's something that's different. It's something that's, you know, more relatable to this generation. Like I like it. Like it's more of an even easier way for everyone to network and just get their name out there and their brand, you know, to grow, you know, even more. So
Yeah. And I upload all of them to like my YouTube channel. So I film the whole event and upload like the whole event to the YouTube channel. So I mean, eventually I'd want to get it to like a place where I can live stream the event, so I don't have to edit it every time. But yeah, like I upload the whole event to YouTube. So like, and then I'll like pull clips from the event of like the top 5 performers and upload those separately to my YouTube. It's just like about like, you know, giving people a chance and just creating content, creating like something dope and different. And yeah, we're about to do a tour on that. So yeah, I mean, I guess this question that I didn't really want to answer turned into a long-winded answer, but but yeah, I guess really truly I'd want to. I mean, obviously I want to keep doing interviews and stuff, but I really want to get this Oxford shit off the ground. And I really want to get it somewhere where it's like, where people could like really benefit at the end of the day. Because really, I want it to turn into something where like the best song gets a fucking record deal for a song, you know, a song deal. So
that's what's up, man. Once it blow up, don't forget about your boy.
Yeah, for sure. I got up, you.
Cause that's what's up, man. And then like, even with streaming, like you can always use like Twitch or you know what I'm saying, or Facebook Live. Like it's you know what it is. It's like I just need to get the equipment because also it's like a 2-camera thing. Like so, it's like one camera is like on the panel and then one camera is on the stage. I mean, really, I want it to become a 3-camera thing. I want it to become a big production. I just don't have like the proper tools and people and assets that I really need to do it exactly how I want, but I'm trying to do it. I mean, kind of going back to like what I said as like advice is just doing it. Like I'm kind of just doing it so I can like learn every time and figure out what I got to do better. Yeah, cause that's all it is at the end of the day. Once you just do it, you know, like you said, and you preach. Like look at your podcast. Your podcast was just in a room, you know, people coming in and out, and now it's just like it's, you know, you in LA and it's on pretty much the biggest, you know, I guess internet radio, satellite radio, platform,
the biggest digital radio station.
Digital radio, you know, so it's like with the show, you never know. You could play. There's so many ways you're gonna play with it, you know. So yeah, man, that's what's up, man. And hopefully, you know, one day I don't know if you're gonna have any judges or whatever, but let me be one of the judges. You know, I appreciate, you know, even coming on the show and just being one of the judges and stuff like that. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely, that'd be dope.
But before we close the interview, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to you for sure for doing this interview, for being interested in me to do an interview. That's tight.
Thank you, man.
I don't know. I guess outside of that, it's just like shout out to everybody who's fucking listening to my fucking shit. Like shout out to everybody that comments on my YouTube channel. Shout out to just if you're just listening and you're tuned in and you know who I am, like shout out to you. That's crazy. I'm just trying to make this shit bigger. So yeah, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow my SoundCloud. Like follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. Just look up the Mars Files and you'll find it. And yeah, I guess that's it.
That's what's up, man. You know, once again, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show, man. Like, you may not see it, but you are a legend. Yeah, man. Hey, this me your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music, the podcast with the homie Mars, and we out.